Hi, all the students. Welcome once again to Icon Scat YouTube channel. And today on board, we have Akshay Pandey from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Akshay Pandey had his interview of SIBM Nagpur today. So we are going to understand what kind of interview it was and the topic which Akshay had for extempore. Extempore was also there, Akshay. So were
Yes,
they able
sir.
to handle it properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First off, sir,
So
good
we are
evening
going
to
to
everyone.
just 1 second, Akshay. So all the students try to understand each and everything properly. And when we talk about the feedback of a particular interview, it does not actually limit to that particular college only. But similar kind of interviews you will see across all the B schools. So Akshay, I know that till yesterday night, okay, you were calling me and you were concerned about कि sir, why MBA का आंसर बता दो sir, ये marketing क्यों करना है इसका आंसर बता दो. So finally, how the interview was and now relaxed,
Yes,
happy.
yes, very much.
Right, right. Yes, Akshay. Now carry on, and you have to just tell us how the complete flow was.
Okay. So first off, good evening to you, and as well as sir, the way you helped me, because I still remember I saw one of your YouTube video regarding that SIBM Pune only, and then I called you like 2 3 days back. That sir, I have a GDPI call, and the date for GPI is 8th of November, 8th of February. And you told me that don't worry, I'll help you and you'll be get confident on that interview date. And exactly that thing happened. जो भी आपने questions like prepare कराया, whatever were the questions, like why MBA and why they should, take you and why they should consider what will you bring to them if you'll join that particular institution and everything. And the way you helped me frame the answers and everything, it was so great. And even जो GPI के आपने mocks कराए थे, for especially GE, it built some sort of confidence in me that yeah, I will be able to handle those things. Because I believe doing mocks and taking the mocks of GPI is very important. Earlier, I used to think like I'll be able to crack and everything, but when I joined you, I realized that it is very important to join a particular institution who has a particular skill or experience about that.
Thank you very much, Akshay, and we are very happy that. And moreover, see, when I had the interaction with you, I was actually very confident. See, what happens is we also see the kind of grasping which the student has, and we also see the maturity of the student. So the moment we had the discussion over phone, I was confident within 2 days I'll be able to actually polish your skills, and I'm very happy that you had a wonderful experience today. Okay, so all the students try to understand. Let us not consider this process of grip exercise, personal interview as something which is very normal, and let us not take it for granted. So many times, even very good students, okay, who feel like it's all about giving answers to some questions. It is not that. We people have to understand ourselves. We people have to be clear about the answers also. And moreover, what is more important is a proper practice is also needed. So before facing the actual interview, at least facing 3 4 mocks is very, very important. And it's not only about the professional mentors who should take your mocks, but at the same time, आप अपने कोई दोस्त को बिठा दो सामने, उसे बोलो कि बस जो मन में आवे keep asking. Okay, that will actually help you a lot. Yes, Akshay. So finally, how was the day and what the complete process was?
So it started, my slot time was 9 a.m. early morning. So we joined somewhere around 9. We got the link a day before and we joined somewhere around 8:45 a.m. And there were total 14 members. So the panelists, what they did is they divided seven people. There were some moderator who were helping out with, all of us. So they divided seven people into two groups. So first group was sent to a different link to join the G process, and another one was told to wait for at least 10 15 minutes so that the first group can finish and then we can go for the GE process.
Okay.
So my group was second, so I was waiting in the waiting room. So the topic for the GE was, I have even written it down so that it can help different students. It was the rise of digital identity, security, privacy, and the future of authentication. So this was the topic. So it was actually very interactive and very trending topic, I believe.
I think Akshay, you were lucky enough to have this topic because anyway,
Definitely,
you
definitely.
had your graduation in digital marketing only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was like my luck, I believe. And you know what? Even there were total 7 students. So the first one was some person who started with this, and then I was the second one to speak on this topic, and as well as I was the one who concluded this as well.
Okay, okay.
And even like you gave me this strategy that you should start within the first, you should be the first three speaker in GE, as
Absolutely.
well as you should highlight some points that other students should take your name. That as Akshay said, I noted down all the points which you told me, and I did the same thing. And it GD process went very well. Like exactly the way you have given the strategies for GE, it went well, very well.
Great, great.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir. And after that, we have waited for, somewhere around 2 hours because there were total 14 students. So they created the list and they sent it on our chat, on our Google Meet chat. So we have given the number that my number was 13, the second last one.
Okay,
So after the wait of 2 hours, I joined the link for the interview. And interview mein, there were two panelists. One was and man somewhere around 45 year of age, and another was a female. She was somewhere around 35, 40 maybe. And then they just generally asked me, Akshay, where are you from, and why Kanpur is famous, like for what Kanpur is famous, like exactly the thing which you asked in mock.
absolutely, absolutely.
And after that, they asked me about my graduation part. Like, you can elaborate what are the things other than graduation you are good in, and what kind of person you are in terms of values, and what will you bring in SIBM Pune if we take you. So all the answers were like were already prepared because the way you helped me prepare for the interview in just 2 days, it was really great. So
Good to see
yeah.
this. Very nice,
But
very
there
nice.
were some questions like the female lady asked me that can you just tell me how you can do the digital marketing for an NGO? And
Okay,
she gave me
okay.
just 30 seconds that you need to tell me some ways that how you can do the digital marketing of an NGO.
And
So she was not giving me much
I
time.
remember Akshay, in our mock interview, I
Hmm.
asked a question about the digital marketing campaign of Symbiosis itself.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And we were discussing about how do you see this campaign and what limitations were there and what improvement can you suggest? Okay, anyway, see, actually what happens, all the students do understand. Interview questions will not be only about your personal life. It's not only about why MBA, it's not only about what are your goals, what are your strengths and hobbies. What is more important is you will have a lot of questions pertaining to your subjects which you had in your graduation. Okay, so all the students who belong to
Yes.
commerce, humanities, whichever background, but know your subjects. Okay, because the subjects which you have studied for 3 years, if you're not confident about them, if you're not able to handle the basic questions related to them, okay, that is not going to have a good impression in the minds of the panel. So, yes, that is important. Second, current affairs. Anyway, I'll come on current affairs later on. So, the question was you were supposed to chart a complete digital campaign for an
Digital
NGO.
campaign for an NGO. And even they have asked me the questions like some tricky questions like, what are the industries? We all know that digital marketing is required nowadays. It is booming industry. But what do you think? What are the business industries which do not require digital marketing? So I was not able to, give the answer for that particular reason. Because I never thought in that way that which businesses do not require digital marketing. So this was the question asked by them, as well as they were asking some simple questions. But you know what happened at that time? Even if you remember the term, even if you know the things you have done, but still there are chances that you will forget at that time. There are high chances that you'll get panic, or maybe you will feel something like, but you'll not able to recall at that particular moment. The same thing happened with me when she asked me about what is social listening. Basically it is all about what people are talking about your brand online. So as I told you, I'm a digital marketer. I do ORMs of the company. I do brand awareness and everything. But at that particular moment, I forgot that term. I have heard about that term, but I was not able to explain her. So
Yeah, Akshay, I would
happening.
like to add something so that the students who are watching this video, they actually come to know a bit about it. See what happens is what Akshay is saying. This may happen with any student. But now, the final judgment is not based on what answers have you given. Try to understand it is not needed to give the answers to all the questions. What is more important is how do you handle the situation? Even if I'm not able to recall, though I was very confident about the answer, instead of getting panicked, instead of feeling embarrassed, stay cool and calm. You just say that, sir, yes, I have read about it. It was there in my one of my subjects as well. But to be honest, sir, I'm not able to recall right now. See, if you handle the situation in this manner, even that is okay. Because even the panel members, they do understand this is something which may normally happen with anyone. Okay, so don't get panicked. And because of not able to give an answer to one or two questions, don't spoil the answers of the other questions. And don't keep doing your self-assessment. यार मैंने पिछले क्वेश्चन का आंसर नहीं दिया, ओके अब तो मेरा इंटरव्यू चला गया, ठीक है, एक सारी प्रिपरेशन वेस्ट हो गई. तो इतना इमोशनली वहां नहीं सोचना है. ओके, डन. यस अक्षय, कैरी ऑन.
Yes, sir. So it was somewhere around 5 to 7 minutes का interview हुआ था. So they were taking the interview of 7 to 8 minutes, not more than that, of any student. So it then ended. They said, that's okay. We don't want
Okay,
to.
so after the question of social listening, so was that the last question?
Yeah, that was the last question.
Okay, perfect. Any
So
questions?
each panelist asked somewhere around four questions.
Okay.
Uh,
So whatever questions you were asking, was the panel patient enough to listen to all the answers?
Yes, sir. He was very patient enough to listen to all the answers. He was listening. He was even interacting with me as well.
Whatever answers you were giving, were there counter questions from that?
There were. So they asked me about, as I told you that when I told them that I'm from digital marketing background and I have this experience. So they asked me like, what do you think? What are the kind of companies that do not require digital marketing? Or even they were doing some cross questioning that, what do you think? What is social listening? And so these are the kind of cross questions. Even when I told them that I have my own YouTube channel, so they
Okay.
even asked me that how many subscribers you have, how much time you took to reach to that subscriber number, and how many watch hours you have completed. Because I believe they have enough knowledge of digital marketing.
Absolutely. I
Have
said
enough
this.
knowledge.
I said this because see, generally what happens is if the panel consists of two members, one will be from the finance domain, second will be from the marketing domain.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So the moment they come to know that this person belongs to marketing, okay,
And
definitely
even
these questions.
and even they were like asking me that what do you think about AI, like chat GPTs and all? Do you use it to even fill the forms of SIBM? And I go, no, sir, I don't
Even
use
this question, all the students, it has become so common now. In one of the mocks yesterday, I was asking this question to one of the students, and my question was, did you use ChatGPT to prepare for this interview as well? And that student said, no, sir, not for this interview. Though in my engineering exams, I have used it often, but not for this interview. Now, this is not the way how the answer has to be given. Okay, because even the panel understands. Okay, taking a bit of help from ChatGPT, and I think there is nothing to fumble here. Let us accept it. But yes, and you can also be firm, saying that, sir, I see no harm at all. Okay, my thoughts were there, but anyway, to actually present the thoughts in the most not impressive, but at least in a very structured manner. So that is the reason I
Yes.
have taken some help of ChatGPT. But to be very honest, whatever answers I'm giving, okay, the answers are my own. The words may be off, okay, possibly some other person or ChatGPT, but still, I'm sure that the answers are pristine, original. The people can remain firm on that. So good enough, Akshay. So I'm so happy that you had a wonderful experience. And any question pertaining to job experience? Because you have a job ex of around 7, 8 months.
Yes, sir. So they didn't ask me anything about my job.
Okay, okay,
Because
okay.
in my
So
introduction, I told him,
did that come in the discussion or not?
no, he didn't.
Okay, but when the very first question, was it about your introduction? No, they did not ask you.
The job part, I covered it in my introduction only. That I told them that after doing my graduation from Symbiosis, I have done the jobs for the 6 months. My first job was for the 6 months, another I am still doing. So I told them in my introduction only what I have handled and everything in my job. So I told them everything.
Okay, okay. So Akshay, what will be your final piece of advice to all the students who are now going to have the interviews?
Sir, my final piece of advice would be, you should be prepared for any type of question. They can ask any question. Even if the question which you can't imagine that this could be asked in an interview, like they asked me what Kanpur is famous for, and they even told me that it is also famous for ordnance factories. It is also famous for making guns and everything. So they just kind of discussed about that part also. So you should be prepared of anything, even which city you belong, which city you are going, from which industry you are. Everything you should be aware of. The latest news to everything, you should be aware of everything. And the best advice would be to invest in such coachings like ASCAT. The way you helped me, it is definitely good and it helped me a lot. Because in just 2 days, you really helped me a lot to, frame the answers and everything. The best advice would be to invest for GPI. Don't think that it is an easy part. You have cracked the exam, so you'll get the admission. It is not like that because so many people fail in GPI process only. It is very crucial and very important thing. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And once you get the call, the weightage of GPI process is very much. Nowadays, we see that almost many of the colleges, they give 40%, 45% weightage to personal interviews. And that is the reason you people should not ignore it. And Akshay, thank you very much for your kind words. And hope so you clear your PI, okay, because ultimately result matters.
Yes,
Okay, ultimately result matters. So all the best. And all the students who are watching this video, one like for Akshay. Yes. So
thank you.
thank you very much, Akshay. See you very soon. Bye-bye.